I just got a kick out of something that a subscriber to my MMT Trader sent me in an email. It came out today that Citibanks, they have this thing called the Economic+Surprise+Index, where they track earnings reports of companies that report earnings, and they kind of track the number of upside surprises compared to the number of downside surprises. And so the graph now shows a total like moonshot explosion higher in upside surprises, and everybody is surprised. Everybody, of course, but me and the people who have been subscribing to MMT Trader, and even probably, those of you who are listening, who have been listening here, you're not surprised because I've been saying this all along. I told you this was going to happen. Fiscal flows predicted this. And it shows you once again that nobody does what I do. We are so far ahead of everybody else, it's not even funny. Now, on that note, I know a lot of you sometimes you get a little bit nervous because you say, Mike, don't spread this around. Don't spread it around because, some hedge fund guy is going to get a hold of it. So two things I want to tell you. First of all, some guy emailed me yesterday. I guess he's been following these videos, and he said he started to get interested in MMT. It piqued his curiosity. He was watching these videos, so he started asking around, and he asked people, and they were telling him. And these were people who thought they were very smart. Okay, of course, all the same. These are like these kind of shift people. I'll tell you who it was. This guy named Mish+Shedlock. Mish. Whose the fucking name is Mish, okay? Whose name calls himself Mish. He said, don't look at MMT. It's a waste of time. You're wasting your time with that shit MMT. So this is fantastic. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. They're never going to buy into it. Never. It's like going against their religion. It's so funny. We could show it right in their faces. We could show the results, how we're right every single time. Doesn't matter. It's a waste of time. Stick with our stuff where you lose all the time. But at least we all think the same way. And it's got to happen one day. One day it's going to do what we think it's going to do. We just can't tell you when, that's all. Come on, seriously? Seriously? So now the other thing I want to tell you is, remember David+Einhorn? I think I probably did a video about David+Einhorn back in Mish+Shedlock. I did a video about David+Einhorn back in February. Remember February, folks? When everything was crashing and people were saying it's going to be, the worst recession in our lifetime. Remember that? And I said, stay in there. Hang in there. Go back. Go back and look at the videos. I had to hold the hand of a lot of you people. And so David+Einhorn, big hedge fund guy, he's like a little boy. Look at his picture, like a little boy. He combs his hair with a little part, like mommy combs his hair. He wears a baseball hat. He wanted to buy the Mets, but then he decided against it because he was going to short commodities and industrials in February. You know what the Dow was? And by the way, it's called the Dow Jones Industrials. You know where it was? At 15,500. Guess where it is now? At 18,500. So now this guy, David+Einhorn, he's saying, you better get ready for some jelly donuts. Jelly donuts. That's what the little boy hedge fund people say when they're talking about rate cuts. They call it jelly donuts. Why do they call it jelly donuts? Because the Fed is giving the market a sugar high. A sugar high. Yeah, it can't be sustained. They just can't do that. So now, when the Economic Surprise Index is blowing through the roof, when the freaking wage pressures are rising, when wholesale inflation is ticking up like for the highest in freaking 6 years, okay? When we got all this other stuff, home sales, new home sales at an 8-year high, okay? housing starts strong, all this stuff going on, okay? He's saying, the Fed's going to give us some more jelly donuts. Jelly donuts. We even have Japan, Bank of Japan, talking about helicopter money, baby. Helicopter money. These people are so easy to beat. But it begs the question, what idiots give them money to manage? What idiots give them money? So, once again, my stuff, it's always right. And again, it's not bragging. I'm sorry, it's not braggadocio. It's not arrogance. It's always right. When you have the right information and the right understanding, it's always right. Okay, mousy boys? I expect to hear from some of you soon, okay? Put up your blank avatar because you don't want to show us what you look like. Bye, mousy boys.